Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Queen Vi's Reality Talk. I am your host, Queen Vi, alongside my co-host, Mr. Hakim BornJust.
Hey, hey, hey! Peace to the queen. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Today was okay. This wasn't as busy. I had a little downtime and got to organize some things. So I'm gonna take what I can get.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's not like your shit was better than mine. I felt like I was roadkill all damn day.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man. I feel like somebody done snuck in and beat the dog shit out me when I wasn't looking.
Mm.
But yeah, but I'm here though. I made it.
That's a blessing.
I made it. Yeah. So what's going on in your world? How's everything?
Everything is good. Brought in a new year with the family, you know, had fun. And I lasted longer than I thought. I was one of the last few people to go to sleep.
Hmm.
Yeah, surprisingly. I guess I got my second win, but 'cause I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it at all. Um, but yeah, but I did. I mean, I had fun. Start getting myself together and planning for the new year. Kids got settled back into school, so that's a good thing. Um, Halfway through the this current marking period, kids are doing
Okay.
great. So
That's what's up. That's good to hear. Mind
yeah.
you, will see flying over your house any day now. My youngest, 10th grade, and he is showing his ass. He's getting on my damn nerves. So
Hmm.
any day now, close your windows. He might come flying through the damn, flying through the bedroom. I'm gonna kick him from Philly to Jersey.
You better get it
Yeah,
together.
you ain't lying, yo. You ain't lying. So what's going on in the world today? What are we doing today?
Ooh, what are we talking about today? So the first thing we're going to talk about is, I mean, I had to. It's all over the timelines. There's no way to get away from it. It's just there. Um, we're going to talk about um, Cat Williams, his interview that he did with Shannon Sharp.
Hmm.
Um, that boy was running his mouth like, sure. I had my guts ready. He was coming at almost every, you know, um, comedian, uh, digging up bones. He was here for it. He had time that day. You don't hear that much from Cat Williams. Every now and then he'll pop out when something happen. At one point in time, you heard from him, but I think ever since that little 13-year-old boy had him in that chokehold, you ain't hear too much from him. He just kind of
Hmm.
like, you know, he just faded into the background because he became a meme, and he's never going to be able to live that down.
Right.
Um, but yeah, he was calling everybody out. He was talking about Steve Harvey. He was talking about Ricky Smiley. He was talking about Cedric the Entertainer. Kevin Hart. Who else? What's his name? Fazan Love or something like that.
Is on love, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, to name a few things. He was talking about. He said how Steve Harvey had stole all of Mark Curry's work
Hmm.
from the TV show to some of his ideas and stuff. He was talking about his as they call it, man unit.
Yeah, that's not the first time I heard that, by the way.
It's not. That's why he said I wasn't surprised, but I was just like, okay, he's going for the juggler. Like he just I'm telling you, the more sips he took of
Mm.
that drink, look, Shannon, he ain't know what to do. He just like, I'm gonna just let him talk, huh? Pour him some
He
more, get some
he knew
more.
what he was doing.
All right, that's probably was one of the easiest interviews he ever had to do because all he had to do is pour that drink, ask one question, and boom, cat took off.
He
You
knew
know,
exactly what he was doing.
yeah, he
Just lick it in. He do that same shit drink champs do.
get you. Look at that.
Yup. And start going crazy.
Get you. Yeah, right. Um, so yeah, that was that. Um, oh my God, what else? He was talking about Cedric stealing a joke from him. I think he
Hmm.
said from like '98. Um, he was talking about Kevin Hart being an industry plant, and that as he has had all these things lined up, um, they're gatekeepers. His work was everything was supposed to be having lined up for Kevin Hart before he moved to LA. So it wasn't like he just came to LA and was like, struggling like most people do and trying to and getting something here and there. It was like boom, 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 boom. He was also talking about some of the things, movies that he may have turned down. Now he brought up my boy Martin now, but some of the things he done turned down or some of the things that was talked about with him, later came out with other people. So he was going in, you know. Um, that was that was a sassy interview. It
Yeah, that shit was mad sassy, and I didn't even
was
finish it. I'm still halfway through. I'm like an hour and 40 minutes in, and I said, "All right, I gotta get ready for the show. I can't even finish this shit." But
yeah, he
you
was
know,
he was in his feelings.
yeah, but you know what? He has popped up on a lot of these podcasts and he's aired his grievances. That beef that he's had with Kevin Hart is legendary. It
Oh
got to the
yeah,
point
it's been
where
going on
Kevin,
forever.
because remember Kevin Hart went on the Breakfast Club and had to debunk some of the shit that Cat was saying, and ultimately chalked up all the and he admitted that Cat had everything laid out for him, but he was
Hmm.
saying, but he couldn't leave the fucking drugs alone. He stopped showing up for photo shoots. He stopped showing up for production meetings. Stopped showing up for this, for that, and he ended up, fucking himself, and he got blackballed. Now, all that shit with Steve Harvey, why he felt the need, because I've heard the Mark Curry thing before, but why he felt the need to to take shots at Steve? What he called him, a potato head or some shit?
Yeah, he said
It's like,
nobody's looking for a country. What is it? Country with a man unit could barely talk. Uh, Potato head looking like he was just. I'm telling you.
yeah, he had a stick up his ass that day, and I don't know who did it, but yeah,
And the thing is, it's like it was funny, hilarious. It was entertaining. Um, it was just one of the things I was
all
like,
that
oh, he had time.
shit. Yeah, as messy as it was, it was brilliant to drop that content, and I love his platform. I didn't think I would like it, but I'm slowly falling in love with it because he's figured it out. I'm gonna get y'all liquored up, and I'm gonna let y'all just go crazy. Um, and it's the drink champs mob, the drink champs the way they do it, and I get it, but that's for those kind
And
of
yeah,
shows, I can't watch it every week, but if it's someone I'm interested in, I will check it out. And because it's crazy because when I saw this come across my timeline on YouTube, I said I ain't watching that shit. Cat Williams talking to Shannon Sharp, but damn, y'all made me want to check this shit out.
right. I just kept seeing little clips. I'm like, man, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch, and mind you, he was saying facts though. I wasn't hearing no lies. Now he did deny. It was two things I'm not believing that come out of his mouth. Well, he said that I think he said he never did anything other than weed, and then he said he was gonna kick somebody's ass when he see him. Those two things, I'm not believing that his little ass is kicking anybody's ass anywhere. He couldn't even handle that little
Mm-mm.
13-year-old boy, but he gonna threaten some grown ass man.
Mm-mm.
But oh yeah, he came. He wanted all the smoke. He wanted all the smoke, and now he got everybody coming out the woodworks. We got these comedians
Mm-hmm.
that's responding. Yes, Bernie Mac is a goat, wrestler. So,
Yes.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, but and he was,
Ced-
and let's be honest,
Cedric
when
can
we
get some time.
right, and let's be honest, when we think about the kings of comedy, the Bernie Mac's set is the one that everybody remember everything he talked about. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so but yeah.
Well, and the internet detectives, the social media, crime unit, they went and found the the stolen jokes and they got them side by side. And it's like, God damn, who got this kind of time?
Hmm.
Which one of you who is literally going back through all the
I
Cat
hope they're
Williams
getting paid
catalog to
for it.
find that? No, no. I mean, I guess they could in the long run with the algorithm play and YouTube paying
Hmm.
you off. But I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You know. Uh, Thank you so much to K James. Send 145 stars. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Let's
Thanks,
see who
Kay.
else is in the chat.
Auntie
Shout
Sugar.
out to Auntie Sugar. Yeah, Maisha, we see you. Tish, we see you. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Everybody who left a comment, we appreciate you all. Um, but yeah, man, I'm going to finish that probably tomorrow. I'm gonna be a dead man by the end of the
Mm.
night, so I'm gonna definitely check it out tomorrow as I start. That's going to be my start of the day thing.
Yeah,
Um,
they were saying he's calling Sharp saying he messy, calling him Shay Shay. They
he did
calling
his
him Shay
job.
Shay. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
I, I ain't mad at him at
Mm-mm-mm.
all. He what he did was brilliant because if you wasn't fucking with him, you are now.
All right. You can
Now
tune in for the
he
next one.
got me a yeah, he got me a little bit interested. Let me see who you get up there next time. So, but I ain't mad at nobody, man. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Hmm.
Um, all right. So I want to cover a quick topic. We ain't got to spend too long on it, but um, I came across a social media post where a young lady was walking through New York, and there's a man following her, and he is recording her, taking pictures of her. And she flagged down the cop. The cop is literally telling her it's nothing we can do. It's his phone. He's not touching you. And this month is Stalker Awareness Month. For those who didn't know,
Hmm.
this we're in a weird time to where there's some shit that's allowed to go on the legality side of things, and especially our women, there's no serious protection. You know what I mean? So my thing is, it's time for us to come up with a new system on how to deal with stalkers and people who are literally following you around, taking pictures and videos and stuff like that. Have you ever had that experience?
I've had some stalkers. Yes, I have. Um, see, some people do things because there's no accountability or any punishment, or don't walk around when you see somebody doing something. Don't walk around acting like you don't see them. You got to document this stuff. You got to call them out. You got to cause attention to them. You know, because you
Mhm.
get enough people looking. Now you got a crowd of people calling them out. Hopefully, or a bunch of people are aware. You know, and that way people are put on notice that for one, you have a creep going around because if they're doing it to you, they could be doing it to somebody else too. You're not the first, and you're not going to be the last. Especially when there's no consequences. Get their face out there. Especially we live in a and for the cop to say it's nothing we can do about it because they're not physically doing anything to you. This is where
Yeah.
the premeditation comes in at because this person is watching you. They're getting pictures of you. They're watching your movements. You don't know how many times they have been watching you, and and you just seeing it that one time, and you don't know what they have in store for you because usually it doesn't just stop at, oh, I'm just gonna watch. Oh, I'm just gonna watch this person go about their day because it's
No.
levels to it.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, and it's never just as simple as this person's following me around. And I bring this up because this is the third similar story I saw. A friend of mine who goes to Walmart and goes to the Home Depot over in South Philly. She says there's a guy, and she starts to go live now when she goes there because the same guy follows her around, and it's weird and it's creepy. And I see that the creep factor didn't go down from 23 to 24, and I think we have to protect our women a little bit better. And women, you got to watch your ass a little bit better. We're in a we're still in that age to where people use social media as a license to want to just they think they have access to you that they're not supposed to have.
right.
You know what I mean? They're empowered and emboldened to be habitual line steppers. And so consider this the PSA of it's the part of the show. And I'm worried. I'm worried.
Well, yeah, we got to be more aware of our surroundings. People get your heads out your phones and strolling on social media
Hmm.
all day, you know, and watch your
Hmm.
surroundings because sometimes somebody could be following somebody for miles for a long period of time and they just never notice it.
Yeah.
Now me, I watch too much TV. So if I feel like every time I make a turn, you make a turn, I might have to just go the opposite way of where I would normally would be going, just to make sure you're not. You know,
Hmm.
um, so has he talking about Queen? Tell him about Shoprite. It's this guy that works inside Shoprite, and he will sneak up on you, and sometimes you see him coming, sometimes you don't, and it's weird because when I'm going down different aisles, I can see him. Like he'll pop up into the element and he'll, you need help with anything, or try to keep trying to help me with my stuff to my car. So when he sees that I'm with somebody, all of a sudden you trying to you're coming for me, but then when you see I'm with somebody, you trying to go the other way, or you trying to act like you wasn't paying me no attention. I'm talking to somebody, he thinking I'm looking at him. I'm looking at the person behind him for that person that's behind him to come to me, and he thinking I'm calling him over.
Hmm.
So you gotta watch. So when I go into that store, he almost ran. He be about to run people over to get to me to ask me if I need help to my car. I don't, and I don't want you walking up to my car because you might knock me in my trunk of my own car because that's the vibes he give me. You know, but it's you gotta be aware because People are weird, and you never know what's going through anybody's, through anybody's mind. But it's weird. You got to report it. You got to make other people aware of what you're going through or what you're seeing. You know, so I mean, God forbid something does happen, they know who to they know who to be suspects, who to look for. Because people are weird. Mm-mm.
Yeah, man. Too weird for me.
Oh,
As he said, he thought he had a love connection.
so please, I was like,
um,
uh-uh. Maisha
let's see.
says,
Auntie Sugar says, "Okay, you go ahead. You got it."
no. Maisha says the women are just as weird and as aggressive these days. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They are just as weird. I mean, the audacity is at an all time high for people.
Auntie Sugar says, my restraining order is 3 years. I am so happy the judge granted the longest time. And Cat Collins says, Lord, I could write a book on the creeps. Yeah,
I can
yeah, you
imagine.
could. Well, the
Mm-mm-mm.
creeps aren't going to go anywhere, but all y'all can do is stay aware, stay, keep your head on a swivel. We're in a weird time, in a weird age to where you can't chill. You can't mind your own business just going to the damn store anymore. So,
Right now, and we
as he
not
said,
telling.
Dahmer.
I'm telling you, and we're not saying that people are to risk their lives to get into certain situations. What we're saying is when you see certain things and acknowledge it, even if you're going off to the side to, you know, call the police or make a authority person aware. Um, I mean, if they're gonna do anything, I think it kind of depends. And I'm not gonna lie, I know it depends where you live from, where you live at. How fast they're gonna get on something and what they're gonna take serious or not. Um, because
Man,
out here where I live at, they come out for the littlest things. Um, it was a situation
must
where they
be
seen
nice.
a car, they seen a car going around the school area too many times, and we all got a bulletin. They put that out to everybody. We got this mass text describing the person, the car, the make, the model, all that information around what time, what street. We was all made aware, and so
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, man. We're that is. I wish we had that kind of response time here, but we don't. Um,
mm,
I'm hoping with our new mayor, we'll be able to fix some of these serious issues, man, because it's getting out of pocket.
mhm.
Um, all right, so here's one: is Cat Williams and the dude who should play for the fucking Giants who dived over the goddamn thingamajiggy to tackle the judge, which is the craziest shit I've seen in my 49 years of life.
Right. I never
Um,
seen them make it.
I had
I never
never.
seen them make it that far. First of all, fire everybody. Now, old boy, I guess he was a clerk. He got his little hits in, his little sneak hits in when they had him there.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes.
You can tell he never been in a fight a day in his goddamn life,
He was like, "This my moment."
right? He went from throwing them little bullshit 5-year old punches to just acting like he's hammering and shit. Like you don't go sit your little
Right.
ass down some damn where.
Yes,
Like,
I'm
come
telling
on,
you.
man.
That
But
was
yeah,
elite, though.
yeah. He cleared the table. And I don't know if
Hmm.
any of you ever sat before a judge, but when
That's
those
pretty hot.
elevated benches, my fat ass ain't making that. I'm gonna clip and break a kneecap or some shit. My man this motherfucker was crazy.
You are.
So
Listen. Go ahead.
so his name is Diobora. Diobra. Deobra Redden was in Las Vegas courtroom Wednesday to be sentenced on the charge of attempted battery. No shit, with
Right.
substantial bodily harm. So during the hearing, this is the funniest shit. I don't want to see any woman get attacked, but this is just fucking crazy. During the hearing, Redden and his attorney asked Judge Mary Kay Holthus for probation rather than time behind bars, saying that the 30-year-old is getting his life back on track with a new job
Mm.
and plans to resume his education.
Shit. Mm.
Wow. Oh man, that is the
Mm-mm.
funniest shit.
Yo, he cursed at
So
her and he just made a dash. But the curse was the
oh no,
warning.
bitch.
Where was the right? Where was the bailiff? Like his lawyer? Like what?
And you see, if that was Atlanta or Philly, it would have been different. That was Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And his exact words was "fuck that bitch," and he ran toward the judge, leaping over the bench and attacking her. Yeah, and yeah, man. I'm just happy that she's not seriously hurt. She didn't have to go to the hospital. She did sustain some minor injuries. But yeah, man, that was the craziest shit. And guess what, yo? This is just the fourth. We
Mm.
ain't get to we ain't even get to the second week of January yet. And we got a school shooting today. We got dudes diving over the fucking bench. We got all kinds of fuckery going on. And
Listen,
god
he's not
damn,
just
man.
going to jail. He's going to prison. You attacked a judge. You first of all, if that was a black judge, that second he said what he said and got up, she would have been out. I just think the lady just was too comfortable. The judge was just too comfortable. Like, he just gonna run his mouth. But when he did that leap, all she
Mhm.
could do was just hover over. Like, listen, if that would have been black judge. So when he got up and screamed, when he screamed, she was gonna remove herself. Like, gotta be quick on your toes. So fire everybody.
Yeah.
How did he get past? Why wasn't he chained? Handcuffed or anything? Like,
Well, here's the funny part. And you know, his attorney says he's addressing his mental health issues and trying to learn from his mistakes. And the judge read off his criminal history of 3 felonies, misdemeanors, multiple DVs, domestic violence, robberies, and attempted home invasions. And she says, "You got a lot going on, sir." And that's when he snapped.
right?
Um, she. Oh wait, I'm
Listen,
sorry. She says, "I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he get a taste of something else because I just can't with that history." So this he's a
and
menace to
she shouldn't
society.
have. She shouldn't have. If I was a lawyer, I would have been like, "Look, I'm just gonna prepare you now that you're not getting probation.
Yeah,
You're getting time."
yeah, and
But
yeah, and I've seen you
mm-mm.
goofy niggas on Instagram talking about he did the right thing to the judge and free the ball, and they always ruin it. This dude, domestic violence, multiple. So he likes to put his hands on women, robberies, attempted home invasions. Fuck this dude. I don't want to see this motherfucker come home because he did
Mm-hmm.
that to a judge. What are you gonna do to your grandma walking in the street? Your baby mom, your girl, your daughters. So
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
did right.
we got to get out of this mentality of co-signing and approving sucker shit. If this motherfucker come home and he's on a walker with gray hair and balding in the middle, I wouldn't give two shits. I'd be okay with that.
So
We got a lot of comments. Um, Let's see. All right, going through the new comments.
Hey, JoJo.
Hey, hey, JoJo, what's going on, lady? As he said, he did the 50-yard dash. Auntie Sugar's laughing. Has he 5-year-old punches out? Yeah, that mother was punching like somebody's grandkid or some shit. You motherfucker, you know how the young boys come up
Nah,
with the pull ups on and shit. You're trying to fight you,
yeah, and he probably was going, because you know that makes it hit harder.
right? He never had a fight a day in his life. Auntie Sugar says I have that is on a high jump. But she said he had a Biggie Small shirt on. Damn, not the big. I gotta go back and look at that now. Damn, he going to jail. As he said, he's going under the jail. Auntie Sugar says black judges be ready. Yeah, that shit wouldn't have happened to Joe Brown. Joe Brown would have caught. He'd have been in midair catching that hook. And I know Judge Mathis, ex crackhead ass, would have put him in a headlock and would have hit him with some of them 5-year-old rabbit punches. who you got money on, Joe Brown or Judge Mathis?
No, Judge Mathis, he'd be quick to tell you he from the streets, but Joe,
Yeah, oh no, man.
but Judge Joe
Joe
Brown,
Brown, little.
his mouth, he better know how to fight. The way he be talking,
Yeah,
the way he be talking to people, he
young boy
better know how to fight.
I think Joe Brown got one little short jab left in him. He would have caught young boy coming across the joint. Boop. But yeah, lock that nigga up, man. He should have been. Yeah, I don't even know why y'all even had a hearing for him. Just you got to treat
Right,
him like Hannibal Lecter moving forward.
right. They should have just called him
So,
like, look, bail denied. You're going to do some time. We're going to let you know how much time. There's no need for you to even come to court.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they got video court.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got something else, Queen?
The young thug case. We just had they they just they just had somebody the eighth person to take a plea deal was able to testify. The plea deal, okay, he was facing, I believe he was facing 5 to 20 years, but the plea deal was 10 years with 2 for time served and 8 years probation. This man got on the stage and played in all their faces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, he was. I mean,
Look,
it's the
man.
way he was answering the questions. The way that he was answering the questions, it was just like he'll start off when he kind of like double talk me a little bit, and then he'll just go to this stage where you just like, and you just be looking like, is he for real? And it was like really believable. Like you'll be like, oh, he's just really dumb. They was asking him questions. Like the first one of the questions that stood out to me was they asked him, what do the term snitching means to him? He says, oh, it don't mean nothing to me, but I heard it before. Then he proceeds to say, he never answered what it's supposed to mean, but he started, they asked him about the snitching thing. They asked about how long has he been a member, because he's supposed to be one of the co-founders. And they was asking about his tattoos and what it stood for. Oh God, I forgot what he said it stood for. They was asking about the color red because it's supposed to be connected to the blood. And he was telling them like, oh no, I just like the color red. He said, oh, red is the only thing that work on my skin tone. That's why it's red. And he was just double talking these, and he was just, they was asking him how long, when did he become a member? He's like, oh, like 6th grade. And then she trying to get him to ask him how many years or estimate, and he's like, "Hold on, you gotta give me a moment to count." And he's counting at his fingers, and she went to go ask him something else. He's like, "Oh no, wait, you gotta do one at a time. You can't ask me more than one thing at a time." So now she's in the court, falling for the trap, doing the math with him. Okay, if you have 2023, 2013, and 2023, that's 10 years. Like she's doing the math with him, and he just was like just so off. He's like, "Oh, math's not my best subject. That's why I still haven't passed the GED portion of math yet." He was just, oh my god. I don't know how anybody in that courtroom kept a straight face during that line of
Mm.
questioning, because he was playing with them all all in their face. I know his little bank account must be looking nice right now.
Man, here's the thing: when you are when you make a deal and you take a plea deal, or you get some form of um, where they let you go in exchange, you know, for testimony.
Testimony.
If they even think you playing with that testimony, that deal gets shredded. I've seen it.
Mm,
Um,
mm, mm, mm.
that deal gets shredded, and that's the state, that's the Fed, all that shit, and you end up being tried. You have to go up there and you have to whatever you told them behind closed door. You go out there and fuck around and change your shit up when you get up on that stand. They gonna holler at you.
All right. Mm.
It's
Either way,
something
it's a
you
lose
something
lose for him
behind
either
it.
way, because the streets already
Yeah,
gonna be looking at him one way, like, "Oh,
yeah.
you took a plea."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, look at Gunna. Gunna out there. He put out the best album in his career. The nigga snitched, went home, put out the best album. He got some slaps on that shit too. I felt guilty listening to this shit. I said I ain't supposed to like this shit, But I'm not a fan of people ratting or talking or. I get it. If someone got hurt, yes, I have a problem with it. But if you was out there with me,
Doing it.
you was moving work, you was busting guns right beside me, you was moving at work. No, you supposed to stay 10 toes down. Yes, you supposed to stay 10 toes down. No, you ain't supposed to be talking to nobody. Now, if you want to sit there and say, "Hey, yeah, I did what I did," and you going to eat whatever you say you did, that's fine. But don't throw that on nobody else. Don't involve anybody else. And you damn sure don't want to corroborate what they're saying, because that was the issue with Gunna. Like, is Gunna how Gunna didn't red? Remember they kept coming out saying, "Okay, well, if the prosecutors are saying YSL is a gang, and Young Thug is saying no, that we're not. We're just a rap group. We're just a label. We're just blah 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 blah." Gunna came out and said, "Yeah, we're a gang." So you just helped them build the case. Now you got this goofy nigga talking about some. Yeah, I'm one of the founders. I don't even remember what this dude name. He got some weird ass name. Lock his dumb ass up too for being stupid up on the stand, not kid counting shit. I don't want to hear none of
Sure.
this shit about GEDs. You can count bullets. You can count the shit on the streets.
Hmm.
Went up there
Yeah,
acting fucking stupid.
you should have like,
Uh,
sure. Young Thug gaining some weight though.
yeah, and his commissaries are. Let me tell you something. When you got bread, you will gain weight in prison, because that commissary, boy, you can afford it. Dudes who ain't got no bread, they become out skinny
Mm.
because they eating off the child line. That's all they got, until they can get a job. But man, he in there eating Snickers, drinking Pepsi. You know what I mean? He in there with tasty cakes and ho hos and shit.
Mm-hmm. Getting special requests from the kitchen. Sure, he in there living.
Yeah, yup. It makes the living situation situation a little bit more bearable when you got money. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and let me tell you something, man. You down and that commissary comes through and the motherfucking Snickers come through. Shit, boy, you happy? That's the closest thing to home you got.
Mm-mm.
Um, all right, so you had that. Your boy Trump, they got him.
They
Trump
keep them.
received millions. Report just came out this morning. Trump received millions from foreign governments when he was president. Of report finds, and this is only half the report. They can't get the other half, excuse me, because the Republicans are blocking it, and the Democrats are trying to get subpoena power, but they can't because the Republicans control the House. So I'm calling on the Senate to get off y'all punk asses and to open up your investigations and do something about it. You hear me, Chuck Schumer? I want to know how much. I mean, this dude was literally 650 something thousand from the Saudis. He went behind Congress back and was selling weapons directly to them. Then he received money from Russia. Then he received money from somewhere else. He he had this hustle. When foreign dignitaries come in and they're to meet with the president or they come into the White House, generally they go find a hotel. He was sending them to the Trump Hotel
Mm.
and was charging them top billing, more than they would charge any other time during the year. And who was paying it? Me and you, out of our taxes, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
a dignitary or another president flies in and they stay somewhere fancy, the U.S. government pays for it because they are hosting the person. Trump literally made millions of dollars um, through his company that he didn't step down from while he was president. Now, here's the way the law works: is you are allowed to do certain things and make certain monies, but you have to go to Congress and ask permission first. And he did not do that. So we're hoping that that orange fucking dick pimple receives a we're hoping that that we add this to his list of charges and they open up an investigation on him because
Yeah, I
this is
hope they just hurry up
ridiculous.
and go on with this case. It's like, how much do y'all have to find on this guy? I want to know what kind of dirt or hole or whatever he got on these other Republicans, because they would be going to, they don't care how they look defending him. They will go to bat, to war, everything to defend and to help him. Which in
Yeah.
reality, he is a snake. And if it's not, the second you're not on his team or you're not giving him what he wants, he is going to turn on us. But they just so damn stupid.
Yep. Um, and also over to my favorite place to hate in the entire world, Florida. Only seconded by Texas. When I rule the world, both of those countries, those states are being sold to Mexico. No, I'm gonna give Florida to Haiti. Um, so a Florida
They
bill
terrible.
named the a Florida bill named the Vice President Harris, named after Vice President Harris, um, would require teaching that Democrats supported slavery. Um,
I
so
can't. I can't.
a new bill seeks to revise the way slavery is discussed in Florida public schools by teaching students the socio-political circumstances surrounding the civil rights movement. Okay, this is
What?
where you take a lie and you take facts and you merge them together. Um, where the Democratic Party was, aka the Democrats, or what would have been, what will become the Democrats, the ones behind slavery, yes. Are they the Democrats of today? No, because I can't remember what year there was the Great Migration. The Republicans became Democrats, and the Democrats became Republicans, or vice versa. Um, so that's why you ever heard the term Dixiecrats. That was in regards to the South, who were predominantly Democrats. They switched over to become Republicans, and the Republicans of the North became Democrats. So it was a sociological and political swap based off of where you were in the country. So be mindful how these people play games. And we talked about this. The conservative Republican Party, they are hell bent on culture wars because they have nothing else to stand on. They have nothing else to stand on. Um, they don't have any platform. They can't tell you how they're going to bring down the price of groceries. They can't tell you how they're going to be able to help you with childcare as you find a better job. They can't tell you about the new and better jobs. All I know is y'all can say what y'all want about Uncle Sleepy Joe. This motherfucker's trying to get the George Floyd crime bill. We're just waiting to take over the House so we can vote on it because they refuse to do it. This old motherfucker is made sure that billions of dollars came here to PA, and there is laws built into it that a certain percentage of Black and Latino people must be hired when doing state and local work when you use federal money.
Hmm.
Right?
More
Look at that
jobs.
overpass. Exactly. Look at the shit that happened with the overpass last year on I-95. That was fixed with state money. That's why we saw Fruity Booty Judge running around down there because he's Secretary of Transportation, and he went down there because this was paid with Biden money, and it was made sure that there were Black and brown people who were guaranteed jobs along that.
Yep.
I don't hear Donald Trump talking about shit about new jobs. This motherfucker talking about he gonna be a dictator on day one. This motherfucker say he getting revenge for everybody. That include us, Philly. For all y'all Donald
Sure.
Trump dick eaters.
Sure. Right. All you
So
have to do is throw 'em, some stimulus and some and some what was it, P-Way money and sold to the highest bidder. I swear.
yes,
Um,
because what they're doing is they can't win at the balance box. So what's happening is, and they know that we don't, as Black people, we don't vote for every election, right? I'm what they call a super voter. I know there's an election every 6 months. I vote every 6 months. Everybody doesn't have that mentality. So in a lot of cities and states, they are waiting because there's no governor, there's no president, but the school board is on the ballot. The Department of Education is on the ballot. The goddamn DA is on the ballot. The police chief, the sheriff, the judges. That's how they are winning, and that's how this shit is happening here in Florida. All over the country, they're packing up the school boards and they're changing the way the kids are supposed to be taught, and they're lying to them because they want our children to come out of high school not understanding what these motherfuckers did.
mm-hmm.
They want you ignorant coming out of high school so you don't see that punch that these motherfuckers gonna give you coming. That's why you got some of these dudes running around here talking about some there ain't no real racism. Racism is dying out. Black people.
It's not. It's not going nowhere. It's actually getting more. They're getting more open and raw with it.
you know. Yeah. All right, let's see. We got some more comments. Auntie Sugar said he milked the federal coffers. True indeed. She says, I hate Texas. Huh? That's a lie. As he said, Sleepy Joe, cool, LOL. He says, sorry, Hawk. He has my partial president for the PUA. Hey, Uncle Joe gave the PUA too. And remember, the PUA, the PPP, all that was a Democratic plan. Trump signed off on it because he thought it was going to get him reelected.
Right.
Um, he said that bread got me out the trenches. I'm keeping it a bean, but fuck Trump now. Yeah. Remember, this motherfucker didn't want to send it to you electronically. He wanted to print out checks. And he wanted all checks to say Trump.
Right. He wanted y'all to know
And
y'all got this
and
from
they
me.
told him, even if the Republicans, even the Treasury Secretary, the goddamn Democrats and Republicans say, are you fucking crazy? People can't go to work. They're hungry. They're broke. Electronically transfer that shit. Send out them damn cards. Let anybody get in. All right? So think about it. I mean, this is the dude that lied and said that it's not airborne. And COVID was airborne. We got him on tape. Bob Woodward. How you let a motherfucker follow you around for 8 days with a tape recorder recording every word you saying behind the scenes? Knowing he about to put a book, and then when he drops the audio, he goes, "Oh, he's a piece of shit." And I didn't know I was being recorded. Yes, you did. You're answering questions, and he got the recorder on the fucking desk. Hey man, we're in a weird time where facts aren't facts and lies are in control. So we're in a weird time. All right, Queen. We got about a little under 10 minutes. We have not talked about one of our favorite topics. What do you think that is?
I have no idea. Enlighten me.
So I didn't have a topic, so I figured I have a bonus question that I'm going to throw out there. And this is one that was left over from our Q&A session. So I figured I'll give us all a treat into the pervy world of 2024. All right. This is a 25-year-old female. She calls herself the new tumbleweed. And she starts off saying, I am pregnant and I don't know who the father is. Okay. And she says, I went to an adult theater on a whim after fantasizing about getting filled with man gravy. I was nervous at first and just did the glory holes. One of the guys asked me to fuck me on the couch. I let him and his friends both. They all started fucking me. They all came in me, blah, blah, blah. Now I am pregnant and these are the only guys I have been with and I don't know what to do. Signed, a cum dump.
She doesn't know what to do.
Signed a cum dump.
Right. Just went out on the whim and said, "Hey, I'm gonna ready to risk it all." I mean, these guys don't give you a name. What is she expecting for the advice? You just got to be prepared to be a single mom because I'm not saying you're not going to get a hold of those guys. It's not like they're exchanging information. You're not going to have any contact information. You don't know a name. It's a glory hole. You don't even know what they look like. But yeah, she didn't think that one through. If she's keeping it, then she just been prepared to be a single mom. Because I would never understand it. Hey, she got the experience that she wanted. That's crazy to me. And if she wanted about not knowing who the father is, but you let everybody just dumping you. What's her number? I got some boys who will pay for that.
Hey,
Oh,
listen,
God.
listen, Maisha Collins. We're not going to be. You're not going to be using this as the whole line. No, thank you. Um,
Oh,
as
God.
he as he Rockefeller said, she's fucked.
Right.
Abort mission.
Me too.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Shorty. You are screwed. Just I don't know. Give it up for adoption, or find yourself a clinic to go handle that. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
During
Listen.
my
Mm-mm.
gut tells me that you're definitely in the Atlanta area. I don't know why, but my creeping pervy senses are tingling, and I think your ass is down there. You probably was at you probably was at one of them damn spots you ain't had no business in, fucking around. So I don't know. I don't know what to say because I know people who do this and they do it and enjoy it, but they do it with people that they know who they've been tested. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Because pregnancy, she lucky that's
And
all she
but
got was a baby.
yeah, but I understand it. This is one of them situations where people it's a part of their kink. I have friends who probably went to one of the three clubs down there. Because she said couch and glory hole. I'm already thinking of the Tokyo, um, which is notorious. And if you sit on Twitter long enough, you'll see it. You'll see the videos.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know, and I get it. The risk play, the kink of it all, of getting caught up, and I understand it, but it's just so fucking risky. And you getting pregnant. Hey, I just be happy you didn't catch some hot shit with that.
Right.
Because them glory holes, boy, woo, any old dick come through. Dirty dick, mustard dick, cottage
Right.
cheese dick. Just I fuck crackheads when my wife sleep. Dick, all that shit. Um, yeah, them niggas got all kinds of shit going on with them, and it's a vibe for some people. That's never been my thing. Um, I've never partaked in that. Um, I'm that guy who would actually build one in a building and charge people to come in for that. But I'll be goddamn if I'm going to be sticking my dick through a hole, not knowing who's sucking it. You know, uh-uh. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mess
but
around
yeah,
and be
Queen,
mess around and Shamar be on the other end of that.
yeah, and here's Troy. Where's the shout out to my man Troy? Where's the ones in Philly? They are closed. They got caught up. The one over there on Pass Young got hit a couple years ago. Um, yeah, it was motherfuckers outside waving guns. Why? Because they stuck their dick to a glory hole, and something with a deep voice responded back.
Mm.
So motherfuckers was ready to shoot up the spot. So the wrong people got on the other side. Um, we got some Instagram people. Ciroc Greg, thank you. Kai from Uptown, thank you. Melanated as fuck, thank you. Hello to you. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is our. We had a little faux pas last week with the Instagram, but this is our first one. First full show on Instagram. So
Okay.
yeah, we doing things, Queen.
Yes.
We got a couple more comments. Auntie Sugar says, "Glory hole." Yes, ma'am. As the Rockefeller says, that was really on her because it wasn't like it was a nigga grabbing her, and, and it's a wall between y'all. She could have moved faster than that. Nah, cause see the thing is, she would, because what happens is a lot of these spots, especially Atlanta, you have the option to invite the dudes from behind the glory hole to meet you on the couch. Right? Imagine a room to the left side, there's a couch. To the right side, there's one, two, three, maybe four holes. Or for the private rooms, you have a hole, a door, and a couch. Meaning you can just, yo, come on in. You have the option to
Mhm.
unlock the door and let the person in, and y'all can fuck. She got caught out there. She got gangbanged. And yeah, they ran a choo choo and she got caught up. Now I'm not slut
Mm-mm.
shaming.
Or
Um,
kink shaming.
no, I'm not. Hey, listen, I applaud you for, and you know I'm a big proponent of sluts. You just executed it poorly, and you put yourself at risk. That's what I'm not down with. Um, Shout out to my man Rick. Said, "Play stupid games, win stupid prizes." Yep. But all right, Queen, it's about that time.
It's about that time. So you can do the shout outs.
Oh man, shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Um, Shout out to Hezzy Rockefeller. Shout out to Maisha Collins. Shout out to Auntie Sugar. Shout out to Jojo Reds. Shout out to Letitia Banks, Kat Collins, um, Yasmin Darce. We see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, Shout out to Lady Wren. And of course, everybody over there on Instagram who tuned in. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, man, you know, first episode of 2024. We're gonna have a little more fun this year.
Yes, it's been a
Yep.
pleasure. I enjoyed the show. Time went by fast, but
Yes, indeed.
yeah. So we're looking forward to doing a show for you guys next week. That concludes our show for tonight. Until next time. Good night, everybody.
Peace, y'all.